up the phone, the call is free.
And she was like, play that again.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
Safe Auto believes everyone deserves affordable coverage. In just 3 minutes, you can save big with low down payments on state minimum coverage. This is my jam.
Play it safe, Safe Auto.
Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO for your quote today.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's Wednesday night at 6. Time for beers with Bob from Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, located in the heart of South Philly. Game on. Now here's your host for Beers with Bob, Bob Cooney.
That's right. Game is on. Bob Cooney here with Andrew South. Tunis 97.5 The Fanatic. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for being here. Live Casino and Hotel down in South Philadelphia. We're right next to the ballpark. We have a lot of people giving us strange looks here with Phillies jerseys, Phillies Hawaiian shirts right there. We see you. There's a lot going on down here,
I do love
Andrew.
that shirt.
That is
I'm a
awesome
big fan of that shirt. Connor Thomas has that shirt, and he wears it every once in a while at the office.
Connor Thomas does.
And I would love
hopefully
to wear
Connor
that.
will be back soon. He's been on a little hiatus on the morning show with John Kincaid. But yeah, welcome to Beers with Bob. We're having so much fun hanging out here tonight, Andrew. You and I got here early, talked to a lot of people. We're going to hang here and watch a couple innings of the Phillies game.
Yeah, come on down.
Come on down. We got camels. We got a lot of things going on around here.
It's hump day, so we have
It's
like
hump
85
day.
camels. One's on my microphone right now.
Yes.
I named him Bill.
Bill?
Yes.
Why Bill?
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind.
When I think of camels, the first thing that comes to my mind is
Cigarette.
that's what my parents smoked. Yes. My parents smoked unfiltered There's Dodgers fans walking by.
No.
Yeah.
Not go Dodgers.
That's not good, no.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they're heading for the exits right where they should be heading.
You have like an 85-year-old pitching today.
And a Phillies fan's right behind him. He's going to take care of that.
Yeah,
That's
please,
right.
thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
afraid,
trust
David
him.
Price. Phil's winning today.
Wow.
I might
Bold.
check. The FanDuel Sportsbook's right to our left.
Yes, it is.
I might make a play.
Well, you've already made a little bit of play tonight.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. We're here at Live Casino Hotel, and Andrew may have walked around and just, he put a quarter in a slot and he won $1.50.
Well,
and I was very proud of you.
That's what happens when my wife goes, hey, let me tell you about my day today. And I was like, well, I got a few minutes to take care of.
Wow. I was trying to protect you, saying like you were just having fun. Basically, you were saying you were doing something so you didn't have to listen to Christy.
No, I listened to her, but I just knew the story would go on for a long time. And, when you're playing the slots, you just hit the button a few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were half-ass paying attention.
Yes.
Okay.
At least half my ass was in there.
I feel like my life behind a microphone is talking about, and I don't mind. I love it. And you know how much I love you and Christy. And you and I were talking earlier tonight about how much fun your wedding was.
Yes.
Which will be 2 years in November.
In November. Officially,
but
unofficially.
This morning on the John
Thanks,
Kincaid
Father
show,
Pete.
he was talking. Yeah, come on, Father. Hand in the submissions that you need to hand in.
Yeah. So we're 7 months in now. Or 6 months in now, officially.
So does that all right, so truth has to be told here. So Andrew got married, the person didn't hand in the official wedding thing, so your official date might be moved back, but will you celebrate when you actually got married?
No, we're going to celebrate when we got married.
Okay.
But the state of Pennsylvania knows that I was married in February of 2021.
Okay.
So,
That's weird.
Thanks, Father Pete.
Yeah.
He's a great man, but come on, dude.
I got to say, he dropped down to an okay man from great for not handing in your paperwork.
Nah, he's still a great man.
Nah, he's just okay.
He's a great man.
Well, he's got a fault, so he's got that going on. So, again, welcome to Beers with Bob. It is Wednesday night. We are at Live Casino and Hotel here in South Philadelphia, down at Darien and Packer Avenue. We're having so much fun down here. Like I said, listen, every Wednesday night, Andrew and I get here probably about an hour early, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, around 5 o'clock.
You and I sit down and we talk about what we're going to do on the show. We probably sit at the bar, maybe. And we say hi to a bunch of people. People come up and say hello, talk about Fan Fest coming up on September 18th. A lot of things going on. I'll tell you what, this is a great sports time in Philadelphia. We got the Phillies unbelievably in the hunt, which is what we wanted.
So I'm
obviously
rocking the Harper jersey today.
Well, we have to talk about that in a second. That's going to come up.
All right.
We have Eagles preseason starting tomorrow night. We have conversation on trade talks with the 76ers, obviously. And then the Flyers will start sometime in like October.
But I love what they've done this
anyway-
offseason.
Oh, come on, stop. You don't love.
I love what they've
No,
What are you
you're
talking about?
I'm not putting down the Flyers. I'm not saying you're aware of what they've done. You can't
I
say
love what
you
they
love.
No,
Oh, really?
Bob,
What's up, boys?
Their defensemen were so bad last year, which is why your season was
horrible.
down the drain. And
Yes.
what did they do this offseason? They acquired defensemen. They acquired guys that could score. I love what the Flyers did this offseason, and I'm actually excited for this season because it was such a kick in the junk this last season when they played as poorly as they did because we're all sky high heading into the bubble. No, I'm excited. I love what the Flyers did this offseason.
Okay.
Roll your eyes all you want, man.
I'm not rolling
You're not
my
a
eyes.
Zamboner like me and Jamie.
I am a Zamboner. I swear to God, I am. I just, I love you. That's all I can
All
say.
right, I'm excited
So-
for the Flyers this year, man.
Yeah, it should be. It's going to be different. It has to be different. My biggest thing with the Flyers is, are they closer to being the team that they were, that beat the Canadians, lost to the Islanders, and great, you had a lot of hope. You lost one defenseman, and you become the crap that you became.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I know the goalie was bad, and it was the play in front of him, and they just signed Carter Hart to a 3-year contract, which I like. I'm a Carter Hart guy.
And it's good that they gave him the confidence. Like, hey, we have the confidence in you.
Exactly. So we'll see what I do call. You know that game we used to play BS?
Yes.
I call BS on your hype.
No, I'm hyped
I
up
love
for the
what they
Flyers.
did.
No, I'm legitimately hyped up for the
They
Flyers.
did what they had
Look
to
in
do.
my eyes. I'm hyped up for the Flyers did.
Okay, you're spooking me out. More Dodgers fans here at 97.5 The Fanatic in Live Casino Hotel. I don't like it. Like, go away.
And I guess they're all like here. Nobody traveled cross country, I would imagine.
No, I don't
Now they
think
picked
so.
the right place to hang out at before the game.
Oh,
Live
of course
Casino
they
Hotel,
did.
Philadelphia.
Yes, they did. There's no question about it. So it is Wednesday night. It is Beers with Bob. And you know what to do. We've done this enough, and we're going to keep doing it. And we're fortunate enough to be here at Live Casino and Hotel down in South Philly that we're going to take this through to the football season here. And we're
Yes.
going to have so much fun with it. And if you can't be here with us, all we ask you to do, like we did before, just sit back. Grab a cocktail. It's the start of the beginning of the end of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Right? After tonight, you start tomorrow. You only have 2 days left. I go on vacation next week.
Oh, good for you.
So this is awesome
Brag
for
about
me.
it.
So sit back, grab your favorite drink, and do what my parents did every night to each other. Grab your drink, look at each other, and clink your glasses and say, Happy Wednesday, Andrew.
Happy Wednesday, Bob.
Cheers, buddy. So, a lot of stuff going on here. We have, let's start here first. Obviously, we have Phillies tonight. We're going to get to that a lot. And we'll talk about some lines that we have on FanDuel Sportsbook going into this Phillies game. But I think the talk of the town next to the Phillies is tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And
as
it
should
is
be.
your Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, yeah.
Now, I had talked to a bunch of people, a bunch of my friends about Eagles tomorrow night. Had a party this weekend with my high school buddies who are the best sports fans I know. And you and I were talking a little bit before the show. And everybody's kind of in line, and I appreciate it. Expectations, look, I know it's a first preseason game, but we all go into first preseason games having some expectations because Eagles, it's usually, they can do it this year. They can win the Super Bowl this year. This isn't that year.
No.
This isn't that year. So talking to people, talking to friends, talking to you beforehand, I love where everybody is. There's no expectations.
No.
And going into tomorrow night, it's sitting back and saying, oh, okay, look at that. Good or bad, look what happened. I love where we are as a fan base because we're being realistic. Are you on board with that, or is there something more you're looking forward to tomorrow night when the Eagles face the
No,
Pittsburgh
I'm on board
Steelers?
with that. I still find it a little, I don't want to say odd because I don't want to crush anybody who's excited for this season or has high hopes for this season, but I still find it strange that people could see 10 wins. Like, every once in a while you get the caller that goes, I could see them winning 10 games this year. I could see them winning 11. And I go, how? How can you see winning those games? Because the teams that the Eagles fans say, oh, well, they could definitely beat the Lions. They can definitely beat the Jets. Well, Bob, the Eagles weren't much better than the Lions or the Jets last year.
No.
So I go, yeah, I agree with you that on paper I would probably go with the Eagles to win those 2 games too, but I can't say that with full confidence because just last year you had the same amount of wins as those teams. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like you drafted one pick ahead or behind the Lions. Like you're right there in the draft with the Detroit Lions. The Jets obviously drafted 2nd overall and they were a mess last year. But yeah, I think the right way to approach this is having no expectations and to watch, I guess, Jalen Hurts, watched Devontae Smith, watched can Jalen Reagor progress from his rookie season that was below expectations for a lot of people.
Sure.
Can Miles Sanders catch the ball out of the backfield and be an every down back? Because you saw last year when we did have expectations last season and they ended up just winning 4 games. But when we did, as a collective fan base, have expectations last year, Miles Sanders wasn't even in the 4-minute offense at the end of games.
Right.
There was a week where they had Corey Clement out there, and he didn't touch the ball all game. And then all of a sudden they go, well, let's put Corey Clement out there because we can't trust Miles Sanders to hold on the ball. And then you have all the guys, 1-year deals defensively. Can that turn into contracts down the road? So, yeah, I think the right approach to this is, hey, Vegas tells me they're going to win 6.5 games this year. I think that's pretty close, and let's see if they go slightly above or slightly under.
I think it's a perfect line. I love what you brought up about last year with Miles Sanders, because it was my biggest pet peeve about last year when you kind of had expectations. You were wondering where it was going. You were in the fight to win the division. They get to the second half against the New York Giants. I believe it was it Sunday night or a Monday night game? Whatever it was, and it was a close game, and they start the second half. It was the game where the Giants dropped the pass to the tight end.
Evan Ingram.
To Evan Ingram, and it could have won them the game.
And that, the season technically was still alive at that point.
Right. They begin the second half. The Eagles do. They have the ball on offense, and there's Boston Scott in the backfield.
Yep, Miles Sanders didn't touch it once.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I didn't understand what they were doing last year. I'm looking more from this Eagles team this year of anything else, just an understanding that Nick Sirianni knows what he has, an understanding of who the better players are on the team that you can trust, an understanding of what you need going into next year.
Right.
So it's more of a sit. This is why I kind of like it. The way you watch an Eagles game normally as a fan, as observers, you're sitting up in your chair, your elbows are on your knees, your hands are to your face, and you're in that position of let's go. This year I look at it more of feet are up on the ottoman. You have a pen and paper in front of you, and you're kind of taking notes of he did well, he didn't do well, what should we do, what should they do? Meaning like if I'm Nick Sirianni.
Right.
What do they do here, what do they do there? I you know what I love? Talking to my boys. Now I was out with my high school boys this weekend. Talking to them, it's to them and to me, and I like that. They all agree. It's a season of sit back and watch.
Yeah,
and see what you have.
And I think, and you even mentioned Nick Sirianni. I didn't even mention him, when I was just talking about it. Who is Nick Sirianni as a head coach? Who is Jonathan Gannon as a defensive coordinator?
Right.
I've heard from so many people, and I'm not disagreeing with them. I actually kind of like Jim Schwartz more than the average Eagles fan because I thought he was a professional defensive coordinator. Now, don't get me wrong. I got just as annoyed as everybody else with the sticks defense and not bringing much pressure. But if you look at the defensive numbers year by year with the Eagles, when he had the right personnel, who was the guy? You bring it up all the time. Who had 2 interceptions for the Eagles last year?
Marcus Epps.
Thank you. When you have the right personnel, not named like Marcus Epps, no offense to Marcus Epps, your defense was pretty good. And so I thought Jim Schwartz was a professional defensive coordinator. But I'm excited, as a lot of people are, to see who Jonathan Gannon is. Does he bring pressure? Does he have guys press wide receivers right at the line of scrimmage?
Right.
What is his, we don't even know. Like, I've read stories that he's kind of a Tampa 2 defensive coordinator, but we don't know until we watch tomorrow night, which is what I'm excited for. Like, that's why I'm excited for preseason week 1, which I'm normally not. I want to see what they throw out there.
Yeah.
What kind of schemes they have.
What you said about Jim Schwartz is Jim Schwartz to me, and I've described it like this before, he's such a make a point for, make a point against guy.
Right.
So for everything you can make a point for, you can make a point against and vice versa. And he was a bends, don't break. And he was a guy that said, I'm not going to give up points. I might give up yardage, and it might look bad at some point. But I'm the type of guy that if you have a decent offense, I'm going to have a defense that keeps you in games.
Yeah.
Well, the Eagles didn't have a decent offense, obviously, last year.
Right.
So now you've changed. Does Jonathan Gannon come in and get Eagles fans hyped up like a defensive coordinator that they want, where it's attack, attack, attack?
Yeah, like how the Eagles 3rd down or 4th down or a close 2nd and 1 every single time they play the Rocky Bells. So they would do 3rd and 10. They do the bing, the Rocky Bells, and then they'd play sticks defense. So
Yeah.
it's not like they really.
So let's be a
Added
power
to it.
puncher who relies on jabs.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, all right, but here was my biggest thing with the Sticks defense. It could be 3rd and 20, and they'd be on their own 40-yard line, the offense,
Right.
and they'd gain 15 yards. But now all of a sudden they're on your 45-yard line and in field goal range.
Sure.
That was the biggest problem with me with Jim Schwartz.
Or they have a decision to make.
Right, and it's like
3rd and 2, do I go for it? 4th and
Right.
2, should I go
and,
for
and,
it?
And in today's NFL, 4th and 2 is like, oh yeah, of course we're going for it.
Yeah.
And that was one of my bigger problems with Jim Schwartz. But we'll see what Jonathan Gannon does. It still makes sense to drop back your defenders on 3rd and 20. It does.
And that worked. Like, if you look at the numbers, when he went to Sticks, it worked. Like, it
Yeah.
worked. They didn't get first downs.
But the field goals sometimes
When you,
didn't
yeah, the
happen.
field goal, the momentum, all that stuff, it's crazy. Oh, we got more camels because
More
it's hump day.
Camels.
Yes,
I'm gonna-
wow.
Look at this.
We are all cameled up here.
add 'em to the
Thank
party
you
here.
very much. So we are here at Live Casino and Hotel, and it is hump day. So we have the beautiful cheerleaders down here. There they are, giving us the camels to let us know it's hump day. And I think we've accumulated now, and it's because of the good looks of like Sean and the two Mikes and yourself.
And you, Bob.
No. And they come over, and we keep getting more and more camels. I think we may have something planned that we are going to camel somebody's desk at work, and we'll see how it plays out. But
I have 3 camels on my mic, and they dropped. I
Yeah.
have 1 left.
yeah, we have camels everywhere.
Bill's still standing strong.
Yeah. So anyway, Andrew, we were talking about this. We had a couple people come up to us before the show. Can't wait, and we had a huge announcement about it yesterday. Charlie Manuel, who was on yours and Anthony's show, on the Anthony Gargano midday show, was on with you guys yesterday, and the announcement was made that Charlie Manuel will be our first VIP guest at FanFest. That's right, FanFest is returning. 97.5, the Fanatics FanFest. It's going to be on Saturday, September 18th at Xfinity Live, right near here. It's an event, but you will need a ticket to attend. It's free, but you will need a ticket. And you, Andrew,
I'll
and
be
I
there.
believe Pat Egan reiterated, basically, if you want to go, you can go.
Yes.
If you need a ticket, you can get a ticket. All you have to do is keep listening for ticket giveaways and more special announcements. It's presented by FanDuel Sportsbook and Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, where we are right now, the official hotel partner and after party of 97.5, the Fanatics FanFest 2021. Andrew, there's going to be a party. You and I get there probably around 10, 11 in the morning. There are people lined up ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Tailgates are going on everywhere. You and I walked around last year or 2 years ago, the last time we had it, and we had a bunch of fun with a bunch of people.
Oh, it was a blast. And remember, I was on the air with Jamie until noon. So we only went out there 1 hour prior
Oh, that's
to
right. You're
FanFest.
exactly right.
I wouldn't mind getting there out there, 2, 3 hours prior to FanFest.
So my mistake. I did do that, and I played cornhole with some people, and I had a lot of fun. I met with Mike from Del
I was with
Ran.
you with Mike, yeah.
Yes, you and I went
May
there.
have had a shot.
But it's just such a great day. So that's going to be on Saturday, September 18th, the day before the Eagles' home opener against the San Francisco Giants. You know what's going to be there, Andrew? How about DJ Mo Green is going to be performing?
Of course.
You have a 30-foot rock wall, a 100-foot obstacle course, Bikini Beach. There's going to be adult laser tag. There's just a dunk tank.
I
There's
kinda
so
wanna
many
do adult
different
laser
things you
tag.
can do.
Do you
I
wanna
know,
play with
right?
me?
No.
No? I'm in on adult laser tag. Like,
I
if
don't-
somebody,
no, I
if somebody
shouldn't say
tweet at
no.
me right now, first game adult laser tag, I'm in.
Yeah, I do want to play with you, but I don't want to promise you because you know how crazy we are that day. So I don't want to promise you that I'll do it.
I promise that I will play adult laser tag.
Okay. You know what else you can do? You can win a special. You can register to win a trip with Anthony and Andrew.
That's me.
That's you and Anthony. Where are you going?
Adult laser tag.
No, where are you going on this trip?
Denver.
You're going to Denver to see the Birds play on November 14th, courtesy of Philly Sports Trips. There's going to be special guests there. We've already told you that Charlie Manuel will be in the house.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
I
A
kind-
fireside chat with Charlie Manuel.
Yes.
How cool is that?
I could do without the fire, being it's going to be mid-September. It's probably going to be warm.
I don't know yet.
It might be a little chilly. You never know. But Charlie had a great line on your and Anthony's show yesterday. So Anthony's talking to him. He wasn't interviewing him. They were having a conversation. Yes. And Anthony is so great at that, and I had so much fun listening to it. But Anthony said to Charlie, he said, we're going to do this fireside conversation where we're going to take questions and, you can give some answers. Charlie was so cool. He goes, I hope I don't talk too long.
Oh, dude, talk
He goes, because that's what
Charlie.
and that's exactly what Anthony said. He said, well, are you kidding me, Skip? He goes, that's what we want you to do. Just keep talking to everybody.
Exactly, man.
So
he's great.
It couldn't
Charlie's
be
great.
What we are about as this station, 97.5 The Fanatic. We're just guys among the people. That's all we are, and that's what FanFest is. And we just all hang out. We're all sports fans, and that's what we do. And having Charlie Manuel as the first announced VIP guest couldn't be any better. And we will announce some more.
We get to go afterward.
And then afterwards, we will be here.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, the after party will be here.
And I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep on having a good time.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you?
Well, yeah.
You know what I was taught at a young age? Fun is the best thing to have. And FanFest on September 18th is going to be fun all day long.
It's going to be an absolute blast, man. By the way, sources, and by sources I mean my own very eyes.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to anyway. I may have finally seen the printed out versions of FanFest tickets.
Wow. I'll tell you what.
Oh, you have some? And you just didn't tell me? Thanks, Bob. There's this one poor guy that's here every single week going, are the tickets here yet? We could have had him for him, but I guess he's rummaging. Oh, wow.
I have in my hand right here, if anybody wants, FanFest tickets.
Oh, well,
that's right.
Before you go to the game, come on down. Live Casino and Hotel.
Come on over. We are right by
10th
the
Street
entrance
side.
by 10th Street Market. We are right here having fun. We have a bunch of FanFest tickets
there's
right
a
here.
nice
If you want
handful there.
some, come on and get them. I've already given out a ton of them. This is Beers with Bob. We're going to have so much fun here tonight before the Phillies start. We're going to talk about David Price, Kyle Gibson tonight, who are facing off. This is going to be a really, really good game. We'll talk about how much last night may have meant to the Phillies, even though they lost 5-0. Maybe there was some good things about it. We'll also give you some lines off of FanDuel Sportsbook, let you know what's going on. You have Devon Givens coming up after us, but we have another segment here. We are at Live Casino and Hotel. Come on down, say hello. If not, thanks for listening. Sit back, pop open another one. Why not? Time at the Fanatic is 6:23. Oh, we got a live read right here. And that might be me, Andrew. And I think this is the one that I'm supposed to do. Because you know what? Baseball returns to its roots tomorrow, Andrew. Tomorrow when New York plays Chicago in the cornfields of Iowa. Make the most of this historic game with FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. It's $5 field of dingers. All you have to do is bet $25 on same-game parlay with at least 3 legs to unlock a $5 bonus for every home run hit during the game. Andrew, turn on your mic and tell me just a decent 3-leg parlay that you might want to look at in the game tomorrow night.
Wow, you put me on the spot here because I haven't looked at the line just yet.
You can put it in general.
I will tell you right now that I do like Chicago in the game. So, all right, so tomorrow night, Chicago, and what you can do is the player performance double. So you go Chicago to take the win. You go with Lance Lynn to get the amount of strikeouts that you like. And then I think the ball's going to fly.
So do I.
Because it's this
so
weird.
You can go the over home runs.
So over home runs or over the 9 runs in general.
Exactly.
And that's your 3-leg parlay right there, man.
See, there it is. Now, Andrew, this is a guy with knowledge. Don't forget, he hit for $4.1 million just 2 months ago on these double-leg parlays. So all you have to do is lock in your parlay and be a part of history on August 12th, which is tomorrow. New users can place their first bet risk-free. New users get up to $1,000 back inside credit if your first bet doesn't win. All you have to do is download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. Use promo code Bob so they know I sent you. That's promo code Bob. 21 and older and present in Pennsylvania. Minimum bet $25. Max bonus $35. First online real money wager for risk-free bet. Refunds and bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Beers with Bob
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Fanatic Fan Fest 2021 is on Saturday, September 18th at Xfinity Live. Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. Sportsbook and Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Go to 975thefanatic.com for more details.
Brought to you by Strikeforce Laser Tag. Play in your own video game in a Hollywood-style set. Visit them at strikeforcelasertag.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Avi Donapel from Iron Mountain Men's Health. I talk to men every day about erectile dysfunction, what causes it, and how it affects their lives, and how we can treat it. One brand new option is Alma Duo, the revolutionary new ED treatment now available at Iron Mountain Men's Health that's clinically validated to improve blood flow and bring spontaneity back to men's lives. Alma Duo uses low-intensity shockwave pulses to restore natural performance with no surgery, no needles, no topical anesthesia, no pills, and absolutely no downtime. You heard me right. No surgery, no needles, no pills, and no downtime. Alma Duo treatments only take 15 minutes, and then you'll be up for anything. This is Dr. Avi Donapel of Iron Mountain Men's Health. Visit us online at ironmountainmenshealth.com and ask about our new financing options for qualified patients. That's ironmountainmenshealth.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This Friday and Saturday, get in for a better breakfast at Wendy's and get it for free. Yes, free. That's a bacon or sausage, egg, and Swiss breakfast croissant for free. As in free.
Some days it felt like even your sweat stains had sweat stains. Take care of next year's problems today with special financing offers and rebates on a new high-efficiency heating from Trane with a whole house air filtration system to keep the air you breathe clean and safe. Visit Trane.com to find an independent Trane comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval.
Looking to upgrade your backyard? Well, my boys at Spa Hearth & Home are back to help you do just that. Relax in style with a luxurious new hot tub and patio set. Exercise and entertain in your brand new swim spa. Whatever you need to complete your dream backyard, they've got it. With unbeatable service and turnaround on swim spas, hot tubs, and patio furniture, Spa Hearth & Home delivers fast. Online at spahearthandhome.com.
Goodyear believes in the power of moving forward. No matter if it's on the track, the court, or the field, movement is more. It pushes us to go further, to show the world what we can do. Movement has the unique ability to change our perspective, to challenge us, to work for a better tomorrow. Movement can even bring us together when we're still. Because if we're focused on the next move, we don't have to worry about what's behind us. Goodyear, more driven.
5G is here, but the big carriers want you to sign a pricey long-term contract to get in on the action. Well, no more, because Straight Talk Wireless has rolled out 5G coverage nationwide, with plans starting at just $35 a month with no contract. And get a Samsung Galaxy A32 5G for only $299, all on America's best networks. 5G coverage, 5G phones, less money. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required, actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel teaches you conversations that you will actually use. With 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts specializes in keeping your car on the road. Not sure how much life is left in your battery? Our professional parts people will test it for free. If it does need to be replaced, we'll help you find just the right one to fit your car. Our Superstart batteries are built to handle even the toughest conditions. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Next up is Brandon singing Safe Auto. I don't have music for that.
I prefer a cappella anyway. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
Catchy.
In just 3 minutes, Safe Auto can get you a low down payment on state minimum coverage so you can get back on the road.
Duet?
Let's do it. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
Pick up the phone, the call is free.
Need insurance now? Get instant proof of coverage at Safe Auto.
Play it safe, Safe Auto.
Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
T-Mobile for Business is helping small businesses unlock more opportunity. Introducing unlimited plans built for business on America's largest 5G network, starting at $25 per line. Plus, right now, get Facebook advertising on us. Find out more at T-Mobile.com/small-business. Customers using over 50 gigs a month may notice reduced speeds due to prioritization. Video at 480p for business unlimited select with 6+ lines with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Facebook offer via $200 virtual prepaid card when switching with 3 new lines. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey, everybody. We're down here at Live Casino and Hotel, and you've got to see this place. I'm telling you, Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia has changed the game here in Philadelphia Stadium District. This is a world-class gaming destination with over 2,100 brand new slot machines, which Andrew just had success on, over 150 table games. They have a luxury hotel with 5-star accommodations, which Andrew was at last week, cool bars, and world-class restaurants. Whether you're looking for a fine dining experience at the Prime Rib or you want to experience the flavor of Guy Fieri's, like how I said that, Andrew? Fieri?
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Taco joint or his burger joint. It's all here. And truthfully, anywhere that offers a chance to place a bet with FanDuel Sportsbook while enjoying a cannoli from Termini, also here on site in Live Casino, is a winner in my book. It's a luxury hotel, gaming, bars, restaurants in the heart of South Philly. To view upcoming events and promotions happening at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, all you have to do is visit livecasinophilly.com. Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Game on. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to Beers with Bob.
Presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
We're giving them out like cookies over here.
Yeah.
Like people are just coming up saying, FanFest tickets?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, we got them. We have them here. If you're here at Live Casino and Hotel in Philadelphia, South Philadelphia, right near the arenas, the stadiums, we have probably about 15 more tickets just sitting here.
So
waiting to give them away. Come on down. Come on over. Say hello. We gave away a bunch of them. Lewis came over with his girlfriend. Or friend, I don't know what. He didn't tell me what their relationship was, but he got some. We had a guy here that's been visiting us for weeks.
Yeah, he's been asking when's and that's the guy I was talking about when you were rummaging through your backpack. I was like,
yes.
And his buddies called him.
He was here. My tax man yesterday, or a few days ago, needed 15. We got them to him. I met a guy on the beach, Andrew.
Oh.
I have a guy on the beach who helped me set up a tent because he overheard me, and he had the same tent, came over and helped out, and he was like, wait a second. We listen to you guys all the time. Gave him 10 tickets yesterday in the mail. We're just giving them out like nothing. So September 18th.
Wow.
It is one of the most fun days of the
Can
year.
I have a third? And I was like, yeah, I can give you a third.
We can give him a fourth, fifth, and sixth.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You and I, we don't care.
God.
We don't have rules. Coach isn't here. We don't have Chuck D'Amico here telling us what to do. I think Joe Bell would be on our side and say, guys, give him out as much as you want.
Love JB.
Yeah, because that's how he is. So we have Phillies going on tonight, obviously. Phillies-Dodgers. We have Kyle Gibson against David Price. Good pitching matchup. Kyle Gibson has been a lot of fun for the Phillies. Broke up when he came here and pitched against the Pirates on that Sunday afternoon when they won 15-4. Had a really good outing.
Yep.
Broke up just a bad time
Those
in
two
Philly.
losses, man.
Those 2 losses against the Pirates had people in the
Dumps.
just in the dumpster. Put them in a bag. And then he wins that game, and people were still like, okay, 15-4 win, whatever. Well, it started an 8-game winning streak.
Yes, it did.
And another big outing he had during that winning streak was to keep it going.
Yeah.
And he's looked really good. What's impressed me about him, and I'll be honest, like the first time I saw Kyle Gibson pitch this year was in the All-Star game. And, you know, you hear them talk about him, okay, you know, you put it in the back of your mind. You don't really think about it. But then when he comes over here and you do a little research, he's a frustrating pitcher. He's a guy that guys go up against in the box, and all they can muster is a lot of ground balls most of the time.
Yeah.
And that's who he is. He's a frustrating pitcher against teams, and the Dodgers being the great hitting team that they are, you hope that he can go out there and do that again tonight.
Yeah, especially with, you know, yesterday's fiasco. Aaron Nola's absolutely dealing, and then you have the rain delay, which absolutely sucks, and then all of a sudden you use 5 arms. Right, in a game where in the 4th inning, you go, wow, you might only need to use, 2-3 arms today, as long as Aaron Nola gets past the dreaded 5th inning, which he's had a lot of issues with this year.
Yes.
But that's typically when his pitch count was high. It was still in the 50s, after those 4 innings. So I go, all right, maybe you only use 2-3 pitchers. All of a sudden you have to use 5 yesterday. Now, fortunately, and I was on with you guys this morning.
Yes, you did jump on the John Kincaid show.
John disagreed with my stance on Joe Girardi's poor management of the bullpen yesterday.
But you brought him around, which I was impressed with.
I did. I hated that he went with the Matt Moore and Yel De Los Santos route, because I think you're just waving the white flag or the white towel, as the Phillies did a few years ago, because they couldn't.
Yes, I do. I remember
call
that.
a bullpen phone.
Yep.
So I did not like the way he managed it, but at least for today, that means your other guys are still available. Your Hector Neris's of the world, Archie Bradley's of the world. Jose Alvarado, unfortunately, was on the placed on the 10-day injured list today, which is why now I know he was not used yesterday. But there are still better options than Matt Moore and Enyel De Los Santos. But good thing is Kyle Gibson, a guy who's going to consistently give you 6 innings. Hopefully he can give you that 6th spot again. And now you have 3 innings that you need to take care of. And you got your guys in Neris Bradley and Ian Kennedy who, whether you like them or not, will be your 7, 8, 9 inning guys. I don't know what the order will be on a given week. Will Neris go 7th and Bradley 8th? Will that flip-flop every once in a while? Will Ian Kennedy go earlier the 9th inning? Yeah, it's going to flip-flop.
Yeah.
But as of right now, those are going to be your horses coming out of the bullpen with Jose Alvarado when he's back. So I like that you have a couple of fresh arms today after Kyle Gibson, who's been consistent so far this season with 6-inning outings.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways to look at last night's game, and I appreciated the way you look at it, and I always do. Your baseball knowledge, I absorb, I learn. I'm like a sponge when I talk to you about baseball every day, and I was so psyched that you came on today.
I was honored.
It
wasn't 6:50 in the morning.
I look at last night's game, and I kind of understood a little bit, and I shouldn't say I didn't like. I understood kind of the losing mentality. You know how there's some games, Andrew, you've watched enough games. I've been around twice as many games as you, only because of my age. But you look at some games and you have a feel. And right or wrong, you say, not feeling it tonight. What direction do you go? I really got that feeling last night from Joe Girardi after 1-0, after 2-0, whatever it was. It felt a lot more than that. It felt a lot more than just 2-0. We can battle back and get in this game. Speaking of Joe Girardi, I think he made the early decision of this isn't a game that I feel like we can win, that I feel like my players can win. I'm not conceding, but at the same time, I'm playing for future games. I loved how you disagreed with it, and I'm of that ilk also. Because I've said before, when we got emailers, when we got people that would say, well, you had to look at the next day and the next day as opposed to tonight. No, you're not in that position as a Phillies team.
No.
So while I kind of disagreed with Girardi last night, I saw where he was going. And now today I'm better off with it, because if you went all in last night and it ended the way it did, you wasted maybe some better arms for tonight.
Right, but I could also say that it wouldn't have gone that way if you brought in the more competent arms. Like, I can make the argument of, hey, Hector Neris and Archie Bradley and Ian Kennedy greater than sign Matt Moore and Enyel De Los Santos. And then, you throw out Yavera in the 9th inning, because at that point, Joe Girardi probably realizes, we don't have a shot. But I like the Phillies' chances today, man. I do, because now you have those fresher arms. Not that you should be managing a day and ahead, but now you have those fresher arms. Kyle Gibson's been consistent all season long. And the other thing is the Dodgers did use like all of their horses yesterday.
Yes, yeah.
Because they too had to pitch 5 guys after Max Scherzer went down, and they used guys like Blake Trinan, who's been a big part of their bullpen this year. So hopefully the Phillies can get out on David Price early, because he's not the David Price that we saw in the 08 World Series. He's not the David Price.
He's having a
that pitched for
good
the Red
year,
Sox.
though.
He is.
Taking off last year, I think, was a good move by him in his career and what was going on. He's 4-1 this year. He's got a 3.5 ERA, I want to say,
Something like
right
that,
around
yeah.
there. He's not pitching badly this year.
No, he's not. But, I think the Phillies can get to this guy. And I really like the lineup. You're my witness. Before the show started,
Yep.
we were sitting at the bar talking to a few people, and the lineup popped up, and I said, wow, I really like that lineup today. You know how I feel about Odubel Herrera, the person, but I also don't like him as a ball player at the leadoff
Batting
spot.
eighth tonight.
I like him more in the 8 hole when it comes to baseball reasons. Gene Segura has actually been very good in the leadoff spot this season. He wasn't last year. 2 years ago when McCutchen got hurt. You tried making Gene Segura the leadoff hitter. He just wasn't good at it, but he's changed his approach at the plate. He looks at more pitches, or he swings at the first pitch and hits home runs, which is awesome.
He loves that first pitch
I like that you have
fastball.
JT batting second.
Yeah.
I've talked to you about this
Yes,
before.
we have.
I've wanted JT Realmuto in the
Yep.
2-hole since opening day.
Yep.
So I love that he's in the 2-hole. Bryce Harper in the 3-hole. McCutchen's back, and he's going to be batting cleanup. Alec Bohm's playing first base today because you got the left-handed Price on the mound today. So I like the lineup that the Phillies are throwing out there, and I feel like they can get a few runs across today.
Here's something to keep an eye on, and I've heard it all, and John Kincaid on the morning show has said it, just move Bone to first place. And I'm not downing what he's saying. And you're a baseball guy through and through, and you played first base.
Yes.
It's a little... Well, you played with your dad's glove when you broke it.
Yeah, I know.
I
Wherever you
I
needed
know
me.
exactly what's
Wherever
up with
you need me, Bob, I was there.
It's not as easy as it sounds.
No,
So
it's not.
Alec Bohm is 6'5". His struggles at third base, I think, a lot have to do with him being 6'5". It's a compact position, right? You have balls hit you. You want to have range, obviously. At 6'5", your range is limited because getting down to the ground is tough.
But your length is still there.
Your length helped you. It hurts you also in other ways. At 6'5" at first base, and Ricky Batalco and I talked about this a lot over the last few weeks, you need good footwork.
Yeah.
Like, your footwork has to be there at first base.
Well, that's
to
the other
just
thing,
say,
yeah.
go play first base. It's not as easy as it sounds. So
No, but
I'm not,
it's less steps to make it out.
It's less steps, but it's also a ball handling position.
Right.
So
Yeah, but listen, I've played all over the diamond, right? So how many times have you seen the mistake?
he's played all over
Whether
the
it's
diamond.
baseball, you've seen it in football. Oh, he tried running before he made the catch, right?
Right.
Alec Bohm, he knows that he's made the most errors at third base in Major League
Sure.
Baseball. So pardon me, Michael, and I'm not putting him at first base because Rhys Hoskins is on pace for a 40 and 100 season prior to getting hurt. So when Rhys Hoskins is back, he's playing first base.
No question.
But Alec Bohm right now, until Rhys Hoskins comes back, I feel comfortable at first base because maybe he knows how many errors he's making, right? So he's thinking way too much at this point. Oh, I got to field it. I got to make my step. I got to throw. Because it's not like all his errors are just on short hops or just with the glove work. He's making bad throws this season, too.
Yeah.
So maybe, just maybe, in the meantime, until Rhys Hoskins is back, he can be a competent first baseman.
Okay.
Because there's less work that you have to do over there.
Okay, competent is good because I was going to question you because earlier in your statement you said you feel comfortable him at first.
No, more competent. Yeah, competent.
Okay, you feel okay that he can be competent.
Yes.
All right, I'll go with that.
Because I don't even think Brad Miller is the best first baseman. He's made a couple of nice plays. I've also seen him miss plays this season when he's filled in for Rhys Hoskins that maybe Rhys would make. So, and size at first base is pretty nice. It's not like Brad Miller.
It is.
Brad Miller's not the biggest guy over there.
It's nice if you can get your footwork down.
Right.
I mean, if you're not, you can stretch for a ball, but if your feet aren't right, I just think it's a more, and you know baseball better than I, having played it a lot more than I did. It is a tough position. It's not as easy as just throwing him over there. So you're going to have some sort of leniency on how he plays the position. To say, put him over there and he's going to handle a bunch of balls and he'll be okay. Probably not. You're going to have some rough edges there, but the move.
I've talked about this not on the air because nobody really cares, but I played left field a lot in high school, right? And then there was one game, it was senior day. And so they wanted to get all the seniors out there on the field at the same time. So they put me at center field. And I was like, all right, yeah, sure. First line drive that came to me in center field, I completely misplayed it. Why? Because the angles are so much different, the way
Yeah.
it's coming off the bat. So
Exactly.
Alec Boehm making that adjustment from third base, you see it all the time. Hard line drives are typically hooking, right?
Yeah.
Because guys are getting ahead of it. So now, instead of it's the hook to his right, when it's a lefty up the bat, it's going to be a hook to his left. And so, like, little things like that, he's going to have to get used to, and he might not be right away. This is when just instincts can take over.
Not as much as this analogy I'm going to make, but to me, this is similar to Andre Dillard when they put him over to right tackle, and he said, it's like writing with my left hand when I'm
Right.
right-handed.
Yes.
It's going to be the same. The spin off the bat is going to be different at first base. The hops are going to be different. It's just you're fielding a lot more ball. Your ball handling, it sounds like a basketball term, but your ball handling is a lot more at first base than it was at third. You're catching a lot of balls. You're going to be responsible for a lot of different things. Cutoffs. All those things
Yeah,
are
everything's
different that maybe people don't realize. The simplicity of people saying, oh, just throw them over at first, to me, who, to my core, I analyze things way too much. But to my core, I can't handle just throw him over at first and he'll be okay.
But I will say, I think the talk of throw him over at first base was more so when Rhys Hoskins wasn't on pace for 40 and 100, and I think
Right.
a lot of people were ready to move on. I admittedly thought the Phillies should have traded Rhys Hoskins 2 years ago. I thought they should have traded him last year, but then his value was too low. And then obviously this year you're in a race for the division, so you weren't going to move on from Rhys Hoskins when he's been one of your better players. But
Sure.
my thought process was not only because I didn't really believe in Rhys Hoskins that much, I also thought Alec Boehm was going to be more of a consistent hitter, and I knew that he was a terrible fielder. Like, that was discussed. It's already been talked about Bryson Stott. Bryson Stott might not play shortstop in Major League Baseball, which concerns the hell out of me that they know this already when he's in, single A, now double A, and they already know that he might not play shortstop.
Right.
But he's still getting work at shortstop in the minors. If you think he's going to play third base, move him to third base now. If they thought that Alec Boehm would eventually move to first base, he should have been playing first base right away.
Yeah.
But because, Rhys Hoskins is in front of him, we have to get him at third base. Hopefully we can play him at the same time. I get it. But the fact that they're already talking about that, or they were talking about that before he came out, kind of concerns me. So maybe first base is a position down the line. But with Rhys Hoskins here, he's got nowhere to go.
All right, so this is something that I brought up on the morning show today, on the John Kincaid show. I brought up how good Gene Segura has been this year.
Yes.
And how we've kind of overlooked him, and how, as a second baseman, he's been phenomenal. And you and I talked about this a little bit before. He's been the guy this year that has hovered around 300. He's been the guy this year that if you're looking for maybe something suspect about him, it would be the glove. He's been very good with the glove this year. So, of what you were just talking about and how good Gene Segura's been, let's go around the 8 position players, and who do you think is back next year? Okay?
Okay.
And you could just give me your synopsis. JT Realmuto back at catcher.
Yeah, 100%.
No question.
100%
First
locked.
base, Rhys Hoskins back at first base.
Yeah, I think he's fixed his swing since the analytic disaster that was here with Klemtek and Kapler. So I would say Rhys Hoskins is back.
All right, Segura at second. Because of what he's done and what he is, I know he's a bad contract. To me, he's back next year.
Yeah, you can't get rid of him.
You
at this
can't.
point.
Shortstop,
I don't think that's a lock.
I don't either.
I don't think it's a lock. Again,
It's a bad contract.
You have Bryson Stott. You have another guy at the shortstop position. I forget his name. That's in the minor league system that could be there. Or you can find a better option in free agency.
Alec Boehm, third base.
Not a lock. I think they would give him the opportunity, though, just because.
What would Andrew Salchunas do if you're GM of the Philadelphia Phillies?
I would probably look at other options at this point. I wanted to trade Alec Boehm at the deadline because I thought he was a guy that teams could still look at, like the Ben Simmons thing, right? They look
Right,
at him and go, well, I mean, we bring him in here, we could fix him up a little bit. I actually wanted to move him at the deadline, so I would obviously have to see who's out there, free agency at third base. But
So your outfield minus Bryce Harper, where are they? Question marks?
McCutchen's a free agent after this year. If I'm Andrew McCutchen, I'm looking for the best money.
Sure.
Or the best opportunity to win a World Series.
Probably not here.
I don't know if that's here. So I could see Bryce Harper being the only remaining outfielder. Odubel's probably going to be back. They got the contract.
It's a contract.
He'll probably be back.
So we just went around the horn, and it's 50-50, I would say. Of the 8 position, it's 4 maybe here, 4 maybe gone, whatever it could be.
Yeah.
For a team that's contending for the National League East, I mean, they are. Surprisingly so. However you want to however you want to surmise it, it's there. The National League East is there for the Phillies. They could, you and I talked about this earlier, they could win it, and we wouldn't be surprised if they did win it. That being said, if they do, what is next year? What is the move forward? Is it you're more rebuilding than you are standing pat? Are they, say, like, more like we talked about this on the morning show today, are they more like the 93 Phillies where they were an anomaly and then it's got to move on? You had a surprisingly good year. Or, like Pat Egan was talking about, no, this is more like the 07 Phillies where you're kind of building, in Pat's words, building to the future, and you kind of have a base, and this will propel you to be doing that.
I'd say more 07. Now, I'm not saying that next year's 08, right, where they win the World Series.
No.
But if you look at your rotation, Kyle Gibson's still got a year left under control. So your rotation next year is Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola. I don't know what the contract looks for Zach Eflin, but I'm pretty sure he'd still be here. So you're going Wheeler, Nola, Gibson, Eflin as your 1 through 4. You bring in some veteran arm to be a legitimate fifth starter that's not Matt Moore or Chase Anderson.
Sure.
Now, all of a sudden, you're talking about a pretty damn good rotation. If Aaron Nola figures it out, I mean, we saw him pitch. I don't think Aaron Nola sucks. I've been pretty.
Aaron Nola does not suck.
No, he does not. He does not suck. I don't think
there.
he's an ace of a staff. I think he is a very good number 2 starter in Major League Baseball. I think he's having a down year. So I look at it and I go, wow, if you have Wheeler, Nola, Gibson, Eflin, and you just need a fifth starter in there, then I go, yeah, this team has a good rotation. You tweak the bullpen a little bit more, which is already better than what it was. Then you make a splash somewhere.
Yeah. All right, so perhaps beyond this season, there is some bright hope for the Philadelphia
By the way, it's
Phillies.
funny. You bring up the Segura thing before we run out of here for Devon Givens, who I
Right.
can't wait to hear.
Me neither.
So on April 2nd, I was hosting middays that day. Anthony was out.
Okay.
And I put out this topic. Something random that hit me this morning that we can have fun with. I can't help but think unless the Phillies win something, Gene Segura will be one of those forgotten players who was actually productive in Philadelphia.
Look at you.
Put together a lineup. So you kind of brought that up.
Look at you, Nostradamus.
Gene Segura's been like.
He has.
He's been good.
I'll tell you what, there's no more confident. As hot as Bryce Harper is, when Gene Segura comes to the plate, I feel something good's going to happen.
Yeah, like he's a good ball player. It's just, I think he's going to be forgotten at one point, like 20 years from now, if they don't win anything.
Yeah.
But he's a good ball player, man.
No, it's a good point. And so it's a great series we have coming up here, finishing up with the Dodgers today and tomorrow afternoon. Eagles tomorrow night. But the better thing above all of that is Devon Givens is coming up next.
Man. Can't wait.
He is the greatest. Devon's coming up next. I'll be on the morning show tomorrow. John Kincaid, Andrew, of course, with Anthony Gargano tomorrow afternoon. And then after that, the Mike Missinelli Show. We thank you once again for joining us on Beers with Bob. We will be back here again next week at Live Casino and Hotel. Come on down and join us. Thanks to the people that did come up and join us tonight. We gave you some Fan Fest tickets. We have more. If you're hanging out, Andrew and I are going to hang out and watch a couple innings at Phillies game.
Damn right.
Come on down and say hello. Thanks for joining us once again. Time at the Fanatic is 6:53.
And this is Andrew Salchunas. As you just heard from Bob, we're going to be hanging out a little bit more after the show because this place is amazing. Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. They've changed the game here in Philadelphia Stadium District. This is a world-class gaming destination with over 2,100 brand new slot machines, over 150 table games. They have a luxury hotel with 5-star accommodations. And I'll tell you right now that 2 weeks ago was my buddy's bachelor party. We actually stayed here for 2 nights, and it was perfect. The rooms were fantastic. Hanging out here, you know, the nighttime fun, even early on in the day, just getting ready before the rest of the day started. This place is fantastic, and this is why we don't even want to leave. After the show comes to an end, after I'm done doing this reading, we pass things over to Devon. We're going to be hanging out some more to watch the Phillies. Luxury hotel, as I mentioned, cool bars, world-class restaurants, whether you're looking for fine dining experience at the Prime Rib or if you want to experience the flavor of Guy Fieri's taco joint or his burger joint, it's all here. And truthfully, anywhere that offers a chance to place a bet with FanDuel Sportsbook while enjoying a cannoli from Termini, come on, man. On-site, live casino. It's a winner in my book. Luxury hotel, gaming, bars, and restaurants, all in the heart of South Philly. To view upcoming events and promotions happening at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, just visit livecasinophilly.com. Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Game on. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.